What's up, baby dolls? You're my friend. I'm your friend. We're going to make it together. How long have you been holding cryptocurrency? It's been years, hasn't it? Where's our dopamine? We've been waiting forever and ever and ever. Every single green candle that appears, we're like, wow, that's another green candle. And then you like look at the top of the mountain and you're like, oh my gosh, we have so far to climb. It's funny when you look at other people out there trading though. Check this out from Yenny. Truck trading low cap coins. I am gonna full portfolio good memes and hold for days again. Back to the old me. Days? Oh yeah. So crypto traders are bragging about holding for days to virtual signal. It's a virtue signal to the market. Like, oh, I'm a true believer. I don't even have a 4-hour stop on this altcoin. I'm going to hold for days. When we do make it, not if, when we do make it, you'll be able to look at all these plebs and go, dude, you are thinking about hours and days. I am thinking about years. Effective decades. 1 year in cryptocurrency land is 4 years in stock market land. The real ratio is about 3.5. 1 to 3.5. That's big, man. So you've been holding 4 years. It's literally 4.5 times, 4 times 3.5. What is that, like 14, 15 years equivalent? That's why we have our boom bust cycles. Funny, if you check out the Great Depression, it took 17 years to come back to the high again. 17, if you divide it by 4, it's about around 4-ish. Kind of funny. Yeah, it's actually, we have our boom bust cycles because the government doesn't stimulate us at all. That's why in the Great Depression back in 1929, we were on the gold money standard. Then when everything exploded, they could not increase the money supply to account for all the loans and stuff that they wanted to stimulate. That's why everything just had to contract. It's funny, right? We're playing the same thing, human cycles. It's just we're going faster now. We go 4 times faster. But every day, friends, we do have something to be happy about. StableCoin SuperCycle. Remember when I posted this? Enjoying this Chinese text? Remember, friends, I posted this a while ago, but I just want to remind you, man, this is, how cute's this, by the way? How cute is this? So, StableCoin SuperCycle, they're very powerful. Something I forgot to tell you during this time when I posted this. So, Shenzhen, so Matt's government of China warned stablecoins are dangerous. So they said they've been receiving a lot of attention, and they've said they are illegally absorbing funds. That's what they said during the time. And they said funds are masking under stablecoins and digital assets under the term. And they're doing illegal fundraising, fraud, money laundering, and other illegal activities. That's the type of stuff that they've been doing. But all that rang in my mind to say was StableCoin SuperCycle, because the funny part about this, friends, is stablecoins, their power, it's like it's so obvious once it plays out. And we're like, hey, government, why didn't you think of this before? We had to basically point them towards it. Go, hey, Mr. Government, we'll buy your bonds. Just come and support the cryptocurrency land. Feels like gambling, doesn't it? But that's why, friends, people in government, when you're following institutions and funds and government, they're always at the back, man. They're always at the end. They're never early. They're not the innovators or the visionaries, the pioneers. They are not that. They're the opposite of that. They're the late ones. They come in after everyone's coming. Retail moves first. Always. It's kind of funny. A lot of people, they say, oh, institutions and those big whales run the world. No, they don't. What do you mean they run the world? They only buy into stuff after retail shows a network effect anywhere. Without the network effect, there's nothing to buy. Do you get it? For example, before people moved to New York City, no one wanted to be there. Now that everyone wants to move to New York City, it will carry a very high premium for the real estate there. That's how the world works. Don't put the cart before the horse. Have we been programmed at a young age? Gambling is healthy. This is in Pokemon. Do you remember when you're going around here talking to the gambling patrons? Gambling is healthy. Is it gambling? Well, this is what people say, friends. When you lose, they go, "Oh, you're gambling." That's what they say, but that's why it's not about that, man. You gotta, like, everything's a gamble, okay? By definition, if you never know the future, literally everything's a gamble. Even in stuff you say that has a 99% win rate. That you think it does, you know? So our mindset can't be focused on this win rate stuff if you want to make it, all right? If you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about, how do I play the best game I can play, right? Looking for cheap prices, hunting opportunity, deep value, asymmetric upside, information asymmetry. Can I find information about something where everybody says it's dead and then I find out it's actually alive? Or I find out the market is positioned for something to stay dead. Maybe they'll think otherwise when the rest of the market pumps, as you get to see play out as of late. Everybody's still stuck in Bitcoin Maxi land though. Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, God candles, loading from Gary Cardone. So friends, I have been seeing that type of stuff, Twitter Spaces and just like Bitcoin Maxi Twitter Spaces for like a full 12 months. I know it just feels like forever and ever, just watching it every day, but that's markets, man. Like you think, it's going to turn or whatever, but you never really know. That's why you don't go turbo leverage into it. But the longer that it plays out, the more people get trapped. It's like when something sits at a high, for example, you got to think about, like, there's every day it sits there is like an extra, 100,000 people buy it. So if something sits at a high for 180 days, yes, you got like whatever it is, 18 million people have like bought into that. That's what happens. If it's only there for one day, 100,000 people. So the longer something sits up there, that's what happens. Thinking about Bitcoin dominance, right? And it should be the opposite, right? The longer something stays expensive, they should get more scared. Doesn't happen like that. All right. Look at the bottom of the bear market when Bitcoin was going down. Did people say, "Oh no, we're so cheap, we've ran out of sellers"? Nope. What people were saying is, they were saying, "See, it still can't rally. It still can't rally. Bitcoin's still 15K. It's still 20K. It still can't go up." That's what they were saying. But they should be thinking the opposite. It's very hard to navigate this, but everybody's mostly positioned as a Bitcoin maxi. That's an undeniable fact. Oh, man, friends, my friend, Mr. Chris 1000X. So when this came out, man, I had to cover it. I just forgot to cover it. I just got to show this to you, but this is gold. So $11,000 XRP confirmed by the Ripple president. Gold. So this is what was, man, I couldn't believe it. When this was posted, so PDI was 200x away to $1. Exactly when Chris posted this. And at the same time, that XRP target, it's not 200x away, it's 5,500x away. It flips the country of China. And he said, confirmed. It's, you gotta love him, man. XRP army. You got to love him. No tech, trash stablecoin, CBDC, zero innovation, copy paste literally everything else, finds a way to dump on the community, under delivers everything, has conferences not even run by the XRP army. The Ripple's got to pay for it themselves. Guess what? XRP army's still there. Big congratulations to XRP army. I mean, they missed the whole 2021 cycle, right? Gay Clayton attacked them Christmas Eve 2020. Killed their whole bull market. So it's just showing you, man, you don't need the best tech, bro. That's why everyone who's said, Solana's going to flip Ethereum. Bro, you don't, no. What are you talking about? You don't need the best tech. Look at XRP. You don't need the best tech. Literally, XRP lost to Ethereum. XRP's payment standard, they thought every single bank's going to be using XRP. They're going to use this on-demand liquidity rubbish model. They just threw it all out. That's what XRP, friends, that's what they wanted XRP to be at the start. It's called the ODL model, on-demand liquidity. So their theory was, if a bank's going to send $1 million, they buy XRP at minimal slippage, and then a second later, it sends over the rest of the world. Then it sells XRP and they received $1 million on the other end. Yeah, that was what the theory was. And it was so inefficient and rubbish. Like Ethereum just made smart contract platform. XRP literally had nothing, none of that. And yeah, Ethereum just has, they have Ethereum smart contracts and they have StableCoin. Just there you go. There's a new payment system. They're like, oh, why are we using the bank system? We'll make the new system. And Ripple believed that they should join the old banking system. Didn't matter. Did not matter at all. That's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Beautiful. It's inspirational. It just shows the community is more powerful than people who say, oh, you need the best tech. You need the best tech. But you know, we do, this still happens. It happens in the rest of the world, friends. We already know this. Many, many places. Look at the watches. You know, does the Rolex watch have the best technology? Nope. I don't even know what does. Rolex, though, is associated with luxury. There you go. I mean, it happens. Many, many other examples, friends. Does Louis Vuitton have the best weather-resistant Kathmandu level of, you know, weathering the storm in Antarctic mountains? No. So we already know in the real world, it does play out like this. It's all about the network effect. So it's a shout out to Chris, man. So this is gold. Did you ever think you'd find examples where PDI looks conservative and boring? Confirmed, man. That's gold. You gotta love them. So as we go through, friends, what we're gonna do is we'll play some Cranky G music. Just to pump it, you know, just to pump it. This is a cute Peppy with a helmet. I wanna remind you, when you hear everyone saying, I like a coin or I don't like a coin, I mean, like, we're having fun here, but it's just opinions. What are the best coins to own? The coins that I own. Which coins are scams? All the coins that go up without me. That's pretty much what you see out there. Okay? And then, but here's the thing, right? Everyone talks like that. Everything's a scam if they go up without me. Yeah, but what happens is eventually narrative, trend, story, momentum, FOMO, building and building and building, and feats of strength appear in coins and sectors. It basically forces people to have an opinion. They have to get something. And even if you say you'll never buy one coin of sorts, what happens is that's why it makes derivative spin-offs appear. Yeah. So like they're like, oh, I'll never buy that coin. Yeah, but then like there's a demand for copycat entry, get into the next thing that appears. And that's why everyone sidelined is like, oh, I can now get in early because this thing's appearing, right? That's the funny part, how it works. It'll always be there. So that's why you just have to think about what you're hearing out there in the marketplace. But you got to be prepared for this, which is what we have been. Highest value content in crypto. We're hunting deep value, asymmetric upside. Nothing is guaranteed. We're still going to make it. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.